My name is Alessandro Incisa, project manager for Makr Shakr. We're on board Anthem of the Seas, and this is Bionic Bar, powered by Makr Shakr.
Can you talk about the origin of this technology?
Yeah, absolutely. So it all dates back to a project which started at MIT and in collaboration with Carlo Ratti Succiati. So the idea was it's always been from Carlo Ratti about, it's actually more an experiment on how modern new technologies can change people's lives. And we start to investigate into this relation around the concept of the bar. So we came up with this unique idea and concept of like a robotic bartender, and this has led to the creation of the first Makr Shakr prototype, which was then launched at Google in San Francisco in 2013.
How did you end up getting on board these ships?
Well, the event at Google was actually very successful, and since that we've received a request to create the very first product. One of these was from Royal Caribbean, and then we partnered in this venture together in order to adapt what was the first prototype, which was a very big machine, like 10 meter by 8 meter, weighing 10 tons, to, let's say, scale it down just to be able to be fit onto a cruise ship.
Can you explain how the technology works from the touchpads to the robots?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Makr Shakr and Bionic Bar is based onto a three-level system. So on the first item is actually an iPad, or it could also be a smartphone, but on board we selected to have an iPad which has an application that is able to recognize the user and taking all information that comes from the ship database, and then let's say recognizing the user if it's allowed to use the system, is actually overage in a drinking age. The second step, this app actually gives you the possibility to select from a fixed menu or to really customize your drink, which is the whole purpose of Makr Shakr and the Bionic Bar. Once you can create your order, selecting from 120 possible spirits that could be in the soffit, 16 sodas and juices which are behind the robots, and also like picking a very thin slice of lemon and lime that can be cut at the moment, so cut fresh by the robot. Then you can mix them together, you can shake them, you can stir them, you can strain it. So this all comes to the recipe, and the robots, which is the second item of this system, is the real actor on stage, which performs every action which you have entered and input from the application and from the interface. Then it comes to the third component of the system, which is the visualization screen at the side, which is a constant flow of information regarding the production queue and also reference to which action is being performed by the robot in real time, up to the way into the information at the bottom, which contains the position of your drink once it's been ready, so to indicate the guest where conveyor actually holds their drink, and also showing some infographic and some statistics about the consumption, which is the most popular drink, and also by age, gender, and there's a lot of funny game that can come up with that.
It's a very interesting screen as well. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the screen is on the side, yeah.
It's a two-way mirror?
It is. It is a two-way mirror with monitors on the behind it. So the whole idea of this is to have information which magically floats onto the surface. So you don't really see the screen, but you really only see the object that comes by and just disappear magically.
How quickly can these robots make drinks for multiple people at once?
Well, the production throughput is about a minute per drink per robot. So the overall machine can range from approximately 100 drinks an hour to 120 drinks an hour, depending on the complexity of the recipe. Of course, the more ingredient and the more action a recipe has, and the longer the robot takes to create the drink. But it is really comparable to what a real mixologist takes in terms of drink preparation time.
And in terms of them running nonstop like they are on a cruise like this with so many free drinks, these things, you can just churn them out nonstop.
Absolutely. So robot has always been known to be a very efficient machine. So they have been building cars for years, and now we brought them on board just to create cocktails. So the efficiency is still the same as the one in the automotive, but what we did in addition to that was not only to take a robot and have it moving from point to point in a straight line, because that would be the most efficient path. But we want them to be nice and to be human in their movements. So we collaborated with a New York choreographer in order to teach the robot how to move in a nice way, so that there's a sort of human touch to them.
What do you see the next evolution for this technology being?
Well, I think that the first thing that we should do is to try to make it more, let's say, more scalable, because this is a very important, this is a very unique concept, and this is of course an high-end bar which can be installed only in a very exclusive environment. But what we're trying to do is actually to create this technology more for the general public. So Calorati said in 2013, like it was said earlier on, like a computer for every house. This could be like a bar for every, a robot for every bar.
Cool.
And that's actually one other thing which is very important to us is we do not want to substitute the bartenders. So bartenders can be safe, can be reassured. This technology is an experiment on to try to engage people, and we want to, thanks to the application, we want customers and guests to become their own bartenders. So we're not replacing them, we're just giving the possibility of people to enjoy what really is the creation of a cocktail, thanks to a technology which empower them to shape their own taste.